Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Miguel back again with another video, another Oppo Reno phone with me, but this time this is the Oppo Reno 11 Pro. Now, a couple of days back I reviewed the Reno 11, the regular one, and there's really not a lot of difference between these two phones. So this video is going to be a review of the Reno 11 Pro, but also kind of like a comparison to see whether this phone is worth spending the extra money. Does this really hold up to the Pro name? And we're going to find out whether we should stay with the regular Reno 11 or should you go ahead, spend the extra money and buy the more expensive Reno 11 Pro. Let's go ahead and unbox it. So this comes with the 12 gigs of RAM as a default. You don't get the option of 8 gigs. The Reno 11, you can buy it either in 8 gigs or 12 gigs. And this also comes with the option of 512 gigs of internal storage. But the thing about the Reno 11 Pro is that you don't get an external memory card, whereas on the Reno 11, you do have the option to put in a memory card apart from the dual SIM to extend the memory. The color that we have today is the raw gray color, which I believe is probably one of the prettiest colors. I mentioned in my video that it's sort of like a Nardo gray color. I haven't seen it in person, so I'm excited to see what it looks like, but on pictures it looks pretty nice. So just like almost every other phone, we have some information, SIM ejector pin, warranty guide, and then we also have the silicone case. And this time again, this is a solid color and it kind of matches the aesthetic of the phone. We have the phone over here and 32 megapixel telephoto portrait camera. So the camera system on both of them is the exact same. In fact, about 90% of the phones, both phones are the exact same. There's really not a lot of difference. It's really almost impossible to tell just by looking at them which one is which, but there's a couple of distinguishing factors and a couple of things, a couple of features that are better on the Reno 11 Pro, but then you also have that price bump with that. We also have a 50 megapixel main Sony sensor camera with optical image stabilization. We have 80 watts Super Volt charger. So this is one of the differences here as compared to the regular Reno 11, which comes with only 67 watts of fast charging. We have the 80 watt charger inside the box, and as usual, we also have the USB-A to USB-C cable. All right, so color-wise, this is a very pleasing phone to look with the colors. I actually like this color better. So both of them are available. This one is actually available in a white color, but the Oppo Reno 11 also comes with the same raw gray color. The camera model on the back, so it's pretty much the same, but then you can tell that you have a little bit of a different camera setup, even though the cameras are the exact same. So you have a 50 megapixel main camera for both of them, you have a 32 megapixel, and then you also have an 8 megapixel camera, which is the ultra wide camera. So camera models are pretty much the same, but there's a slight difference in the design and the way that they are placed on the back. Just looking at both of them, there's really no difference whatsoever. You have a curved body on the back and also curved glass on the front. Speaker placement is also pretty much on the exact same place. You also have the USB-C port and you have the SIM tray on this side as well. So aesthetically, there's really no difference whatsoever. It's really impossible to tell just by holding them which one is which. If we talk about the display, both of them have the exact same features. So it is a 6.7-inch AMOLED display. It has 1 billion colors, and this also comes with the Dragon Tail protection. So as I mentioned in my video for the Reno 11, Dragon Tail is very similar to what Gorilla Glass is. So if we want to compare how strong this is, then this would be almost equally as strong as a Gorilla Glass 3. So nevertheless, you're still getting some sort of protection here. If we talk about performance, that's where things get a little bit different, and that's probably the main difference between both of these phones, and that's probably where the Pro name also comes at. So this comes with the MediaTek's Dimensity 8200 chip, which is a chip that's based on a 4nm platform. And if we talk about the Reno 11, the regular one, that has the MediaTek's 7050, which is based on 6nm. Now both chips are pretty good. They're both by Dimensity, but the Antutu benchmark is a little bit higher on this one. I wasn't able to find out the exact score on that, but based on my research, it was around 550,000 points. So 500,000 points there. And for the Reno 11 Pro, this one gave us just around 900,000 points. So there is a bit of a difference there, which I would consider a bit significant. And just that factor alone can be a deal breaker for a lot of you if you want to buy either one of these. Camera wise, same setup, no difference whatsoever. But for some reason, there is a little bit of a difference when it comes in the colors. Or maybe that's just, no, actually there's no difference whatsoever. So we have a main 50 megapixel camera, and then we also have a 32 megapixel telephoto lens, which is used for portrait photography. And then we have the 8 megapixel ultra wide, which has 112 degrees field of view. When it comes to the selfie cameras, then pretty much the exact same thing as well. Both have the exact same quality over here. This is also a 32 megapixel camera on the front. Another big change that I did see was on the battery side. So even though that the Reno 11 has the Pro name and it has the faster charging, so it has a 80-watt charger as opposed to a 67 one, the Reno 11 Pro actually does not come with the bigger battery if we put them side by side. So this one comes with a 4700 milliampere battery as compared to the one on the Reno 11, which comes with a 5000 milliampere battery. And that's kind of weird to me. I don't understand the sense of it. And especially when you're calling a phone Pro, why is the battery less, or why does it have less power? So they're the exact same body. There's really no difference whatsoever. It's not like one phone is bigger than the other, or that you couldn't fit a 5000 milliampere battery on this one. So I'm kind of, I was kind of wondering why they wouldn't fit the exact same battery on both of them. And then the second thing that I saw, which was also kind of a disadvantage, was that you have the ability to put in an extra memory card on the regular 11, on the Reno 11. So those two things kind of make you want to ignore the fact that this is a little bit better performing and maybe go for that one, because you are saving a little bit of money, and there is a little bit of a difference when it comes to that, and which I'll discuss. Last but not least, if we go ahead and talk about the pricing, then the Reno 11 came at 1,599 dirhams, which is around $430, and the Reno 11 Pro will cost you around 500-600 dirhams more than that. So this one you're gonna have to spend around 2,100 dirhams. And again, this is officially available on noon.com. You can also buy it from SharpDG, Jumbo as well, or Amazon AE. So you are spending not a significant amount, but it's still a lot. I mean, there's a lot of phones out there that you can buy just for that price difference. So you're spending at least 500 dirhams more for a phone that is 90% the same. It's kind of a tough choice. If you have the money, then you don't have to think about these things. But if you're someone that really wants to make an informed decision and wants to get the most out of the phone, you probably will go for the Reno 11. But again, that's up to you guys. Those are my thoughts. Those are my views on the Reno 11 Pro. Let me know what you guys think. Would you go ahead and buy the Reno 11 Pro instead of the Reno 11? Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.